Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Let me ask you something that might sting a little. When was the last time you felt truly seen by a woman? Not admired for what you provide, not tolerated because of convenience, not used because of your energy or resources, but seen deeply, unmistakably, for the man you really are. Most men go through life starving for this and never realizing it. They confuse attention for love, routine for devotion, and comfort for connection. And here's the harsh truth. Many women don't actually see the man they're with. They only see what he does for them. That's why so many men end up feeling invisible in their own relationships, even while giving everything. But there are rare moments, rare women, who cut through the noise and lock their gaze on you. When that happens, your chest feels lighter, your guard comes down, and you realize you're standing in the presence of someone who's not just looking at you, but into you. It's a terrifying and beautiful thing at the same time. And if you've ever wondered whether you've met a woman like that, the kind who truly sees the man beneath the armor, then you need to pay attention, because there are unmistakable signs. These signs aren't about how much she texts you back, how often she laughs at your jokes, or how much affection she gives you on her good days. No. These signs go much deeper, and if you notice them, it could mean you've encountered something rare, something most men chase but never catch. If you ignore them, you might let the one woman who truly understands you slip through your fingers. So listen carefully. Every sign I reveal will cut closer to the bone than the last. And by the end of this, you'll either know for certain that you're being seen, or you'll realize with a sinking gut that you've been invisible all along. Either way, the truth will set you free, but it might also shake you to your core. Because here's the reality most men don't want to face. You can love a woman with all your heart, but if she doesn't see you, then you're only a ghost in your own life. The first sign is deceptively simple, yet profoundly revealing. She remembers the small things about you. Not just your favorite color or what you had for breakfast last Tuesday, but the details that most people overlook. Your unspoken fears, the dreams you whisper when no one's listening, the way your shoulders tense when life becomes heavy. She notices these things, not because she's trying to impress you, but because she's actually present with you. Most women will nod, smile, and act like they're paying attention, but a woman who truly sees you keeps a mental map of your inner world. She recalls the story you barely dared to tell, the joke you half laughed at because it felt too personal, and she brings it up in the quiet moments, not for validation, not to show she's attentive, but because she wants to know you at your core. And this is where most men fail to recognize her devotion. You might think, she just remembered my favorite drink. But the truth is, remembering the small things is a window into the depths of her attention. She's watching your patterns, understanding your moods, anticipating the moments when life will weigh you down. You'll feel it in the way she looks at you, like she's searching for the pieces of your soul hidden under layers of armor. And when she speaks, her words carry the weight of understanding. That awareness is magnetic, intoxicating, and terrifying if you're not used to it. Most men mistake this for simple affection or flirting, but it's much more than that. It's an acknowledgement of your existence beyond the surface, a recognition that you're not just a role she needs filled, a bank account, a date, or a warm body. She sees you, really sees you, and that shifts everything. Suddenly you notice her presence isn't fleeting or transactional. It's deliberate, it's intentional, and it awakens a part of you you didn't know was dormant, the part that craves connection, that's deeper than lust, deeper than convenience, deeper than everything you've settled for before. This is the woman who will mirror your unspoken emotions, who will hold space for your vulnerability, and who will make you feel seen without ever demanding it from you. And the terrifying beauty of it is that when you meet someone like this, you cannot ignore it. Your mind races, your heart flutters, and for the first time, you feel what it's like to be truly recognized. The second sign is subtle, yet it cuts deeper than words ever could. She challenges you, not in anger, not to belittle you, but in a way that forces you to grow. Most people are comfortable with surface-level interactions, compliments, easy laughs, avoidance of tension. But a woman who truly sees you won't settle for that. She recognizes your potential, your blind spots, and the parts of yourself you hide even from your closest friends. And instead of ignoring them, she gently, and sometimes painfully, pushes you to confront them. You'll notice it in the conversations that leave you restless at night, the questions she asks that pierce through your armor, the truths she speaks that no one else dares. She doesn't do this to manipulate you or to assert control. She does it because she understands that the man she sees isn't perfect, but he is capable of so much more than he allows himself to be. That awareness is rare, almost revolutionary in a world filled with people who placate, excuse, and settle. When she challenges you, it feels uncomfortable at first. You might resist, feel defensive, even question her intentions. That's normal. Growth is rarely painless. But as you lean into it, something extraordinary happens. You start to recognize your own patterns, your weaknesses, the parts of your life you've been ignoring. And with that recognition comes clarity, direction, and power. Most men spend decades wandering aimlessly, never realizing the walls they've built around themselves. She doesn't let you hide. She doesn't let you get comfortable with mediocrity. And in doing so, she shows you that she sees not just who you are today, but who you could become tomorrow. That's what makes her presence terrifying and irresistible at the same time. This isn't about control, it's about connection. It's about a rare, unspoken pact where she chooses to invest in your growth because she sees the man beneath the surface, the man who is still being sculpted by life's challenges. And when you finally accept it, you start to understand something profound. Being truly seen is never passive. It's active, deliberate, and transformative. The right woman doesn't just admire your surface, she dives into the depths of your being, unafraid to face the darkness alongside you, unafraid to ignite the fire that pushes you forward. The third sign is almost impossible to fake. She respects your boundaries. Not the superficial "I'll text you when I want to" type of respect, but a deep, almost sacred acknowledgement of your space, your time, and your autonomy. Most women, even well-meaning ones, have expectations that creep into your life like shadows. You feel it in the subtle pressures, the unspoken demands, the guilt that sneaks into your chest when you don't comply. But a woman who truly sees you doesn't need to dominate your schedule, bend your routines, or push you into her narrative. She notices when you need solitude and honors it without resentment. She senses when you're emotionally drained and offers space instead of guilt. She understands that your identity isn't hers to mold, and she thrives alongside you without trying to control the rhythm of your life. You'll realize this in quiet, almost invisible moments, the way she doesn't insist on texting constantly, the way she waits for your responses without judgment, the way she supports your passions even if they don't intersect with hers. This respect isn't transactional. It isn't, "I'll give you space if you give me gifts or attention." It's a recognition that your life has its own gravity, its own orbit, and she doesn't need to disrupt it to validate her presence. Most men never experience this. They confuse attention for love, clinginess for care, or control for commitment. But when a woman genuinely sees you, she understands that love doesn't demand, it doesn't suffocate, and it certainly doesn't try to own you. This respect fuels your trust, your sense of safety, and your willingness to open up in ways you've never dared before. Suddenly, sharing your fears, ambitions, or vulnerabilities feels natural because she's proven through countless small actions that she honors your inner world. And here's the profound truth: respect is the backbone of true intimacy. Without it, admiration, passion, or affection can feel hollow. But with it, even silence between you carries meaning. It's a rare gift, and when you find it, you'll sense it immediately. It whispers through her actions, her patience, and her unwavering acknowledgement that you are yours first, and yet she still chooses to walk alongside you. That's how you know she sees not just the man everyone else perceives, but the man you really are underneath the masks, the struggles, and the everyday performance. The fourth sign is raw, intimate, and impossible to ignore. She listens without judgment. Not just hearing your words, not just nodding along while thinking about something else, but truly absorbing everything you say, every hesitation, every inflection, every unsaid meaning hiding beneath your voice. Most men are conditioned to believe that women only listen to respond, to advise, or to correct. But a woman who truly sees you listens in a way that makes the room shrink, a way that makes you feel like your thoughts, your fears, and your stories are sacred. She doesn't interrupt. She doesn't dismiss. She doesn't offer platitudes or cliches. Instead, she makes space for your truth, even the parts that scare you to admit, even the parts that society tells you to hide. When you speak, you feel the weight of her attention, the depth of her presence, and in that space, you start to recognize your own truths more clearly. And here's the kicker. This kind of listening isn't passive, it's active. It requires patience, empathy, and courage. The courage to face the parts of you that are messy, contradictory, or even dark. Most men will never encounter this because most interactions are transactional. A conversation about logistics, about entertainment, about convenience. But when she listens like this, you experience something almost sacred. The realization that your inner world matters, that it's worthy of being witnessed without filters, and that someone chooses to inhabit your reality with you for a moment in time. The fifth sign is equally powerful. She celebrates your victories without envy. This may seem obvious, but it's rare. Many women, consciously or unconsciously, measure your success against their insecurities or their own desires. But a woman who truly sees you rejoices in your growth, your accomplishments, and your wins as if they are her own. She doesn't compete. She doesn't belittle. She doesn't compare. She amplifies your pride and fuels your confidence, not for her gain, but simply because she recognizes your worth. And the subtle beauty of this is that it's consistent, not occasional praise when convenient, but a pattern of encouragement that tells your subconscious, I see you, I value you, you matter. In a world where so many men feel overlooked, criticized, or dismissed, this validation is transformative. It's the kind of presence that strengthens your sense of self, makes vulnerability feel safe, and fosters a bond that transcends superficial attraction. When you combine listening without judgment and celebrating your victories, you find yourself in the presence of a woman who doesn't just occupy your life, she enhances it. She mirrors the man you are and the man you are becoming, and in her attention, you discover what it feels like to truly be understood. The sixth sign is subtle, yet it shakes the foundations of your soul. She trusts you. And I don't mean casual trust in small decisions or errands. This is a deep, unwavering belief in your integrity, your intentions, and your capacity to be honest, even when it's difficult. Most women test, question, and doubt because the world has taught them to protect their hearts. But a woman who truly sees you instinctively senses your essence and extends a rare gift, faith in you without conditions. This trust allows you to breathe, to act without fear of misinterpretation, and to reveal your authentic self without hesitation. You'll notice it in small, almost imperceptible ways. She shares her own vulnerabilities first. She leaves room for your opinions without interruption. She assumes your word is enough unless proven otherwise. And the impact of this trust cannot be overstated. It transforms relationships from transactional to transcendent, from superficial to soul deep. The seventh and final sign is even more profound. She mirrors your emotions in a way that feels both comforting and disarming. When you are joyful, her presence amplifies it. When you are in pain, she absorbs it alongside you without judgment or pity. This isn't codependency. It's a rare alignment of emotional resonance. She doesn't try to fix you. She doesn't minimize your feelings, and she doesn't pull away. She validates your experience simply by existing with it, making you feel recognized in ways that words can't capture. When you notice this, you'll feel an almost magnetic connection, the kind that reminds you why humans crave intimacy in the first place. It's rare, transformative, and life-altering. Now, I want you to take a moment and reflect honestly. How many of these signs have you seen in the woman beside you, or the woman you're chasing? I want you to think about it, calculate it in your mind, and drop your answer in the comments below. Was she truly seeing you, or have you been invisible without realizing it? Write your number, share this video with a friend who needs to hear this, and don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel for more truths you weren't supposed to know. Remember, being seen is rare. Being recognized is a gift, and knowing the difference could change your life forever.